I was 10 years old. My brother was 13. And we were kind of swinging on the outside gate of our ground floor house. And we were having an unusually serious discussion. Right? We came from a middle class family. We had middle class friends. Our friends were called Bittu, Shanti, Titu. Right? But then we also had the other side of friends. These rich guys. And the thing that we were discussing that day was, how do they smell so nice? Yeah. Right? Now, from the lower middle class family that we came from, we were not exposed too much to the materialistic world of deodorants, etc. Right? So me and my brother were having this conversation, and we were very confused. How do they smell so nice? My brother first tried to explain to me that it might be a God-gifted thing. Then we boiled down to the only logical piece, which was that, hey, it could be the smell of money. But then, after some research that my brother did at the age of 13, we figured out that maybe we could smell like that. And the solution that he gave was that we would pick our dad's Old Spice bottle, pour a few drops into a bucket of water, and take a bath. Right? So we did. And we smelled nice. And we were very happy we had found the thing, right? And then we went out to play cricket. In 5 minutes, the smell was gone. Right? But surprisingly, we never ever spoke about that piece ever again. I don't know whether we kind of said that, hey, we're going to lose the smell of money, it doesn't matter. But I guess we were too young to make those kind of philosophical statements. Decades later, I did make that statement, and I'm going to tell you about that. But that day, we just left that smell. We were just comfortable with who we were, lower middle class. My parents were teachers, so our house was full of books, not the literary, classical kind of books, not the classics for sure. But it was more like, academic books. My introduction to reading was through comics. And since all you guys are looking so classy, I would have loved to say that it started off with Tintin and Asterix, but it started off with Chara Chaudhary and Sabu Ki Wapsi. Right? The Manmohan Singh had not happened to the country, so the economic situation was not so good. Hence, it gave birth to these things called book rental shops. Right? So I would go pick a book every week, and I would bring it back home. These were mostly Hardy Boys and even Nancy Drew. And then I would plonk myself on the bed and read the whole book in one sitting. Right? While I was reading it, my mom would always make something, and she would bring something to eat at a regular interval. There was always chai coming or some samosas coming. Right? Then progress happened in life. With progress came technology. With technology came Kindle, and I lost that smell somewhere. But even today, when I open a new book, I bury my nose in it, and I try to inhale, and I see that smell. I can feel that smell. And I swear to you, I can smell my mom cooking tea, making tea in the kitchen. Right? So that's the smell which has always been there. From school, college happened. From college, MBA happened. In MBA, on my first day of MBA, she walked in to the class. Right? Yeah, she walked in, and I frankly don't remember what perfume she was wearing. I don't even remember the perfume she wore when we fell in love. I don't remember the perfume that she wore, when we got married, or the perfume that she asked me to get when I first took an international trip. I don't remember those smells. The only smell I remember from 2 decades of a relationship is smell of honesty, compassion, love, and loyalty. And then she gave me another smell, 15 years ago. Smell of a baby, right? My son. Now here's the thing, he's 15, he's sitting right in front of me right now. These days he has only 2 modes of smell. One is sweat from football, or the other one is, the artificial deodorants. But for me, in that phase of life and forever, the way he smelled as a baby would always remain as the most important smell in my life, right? As we went forward, corporate life happened. You know how corporate life is, right? The smell of laptops, the smell of international travel, the smell of hotel rooms, the smell of airports, smell of the plane, smell of success, I guess, smell of progress. When you move from a Fiat to a Santro, from a Santro to a Ford, from a Ford to a Honda, and from a Honda to an Audi, that bloody fake smell. And that happened to me, and then after 18 years of smelling that fake smell that had kind of taken away every other smell that I had in my life. You know, the baby smell was gone because I was too busy working. The smell of independence was gone because I was always caught up in deadlines. And after 18 years of that, I decided to just let go of that smell. So in Jan this year, I decided to quit my job and start my own entertainment company. Now the very first day of this company, I went to Starbucks and I sat there. And my entire business plan was, let's start an entertainment company. Period. Okay, there was no other plan. So I opened my laptop and I said, now what? I was scared, very, very scared. I was also very inspired at that time for some reason. I was superbly excited. I was unsure. There were all these feelings that were coming inside me, right? I've just done this at 43. But you know, there's this smell which captures that moment for me. And for me, it's the smell of coffee, sitting at Starbucks. I spent 6 months there. I wrote my first web series script there. I named my company there. I wrote my first stand-up act there. I made my first deal from there. And for some reason, that smell of coffee now, anywhere, is the smell of freedom for me. It is the smell of just doing what I wanted to do all my life and finally found courage at some phase in my life to do. And that smell has taken away that smell of money, the fake smell of success, everything that was there before. Now I know it's just me. I know my own smell. I know the smells that are important to me. I know the smells that I should let go of. I know the smells I shouldn't be jealous of. And I know the smells that I'll always be comfortable for. And this is me. Thank you so much.
I always think that if you had to do like, subscribe like Thakur in Sholay, how would he do it? He had no hands, he couldn't point. How would you find your way? This is what he'd do. To like, to subscribe, and to follow us.